So the reference here is, for those who didn't pay attention, Roshi, which was Goku's first teacher, already done taught him everything he needed to know to be a god. Damn. I mean, damn. First time you went and got a teacher, just like Vegeta. Vegeta's first real teacher was Whis. The first thing he got was instant god power. So come on now.
What would set Sun Wukong down the path to becoming a godlike figure who could challenge the gods themselves. And that is the character that Roshi is based on. So it's very, very appropriate that Roshi would set Goku down the path to becoming a god in Dragon Ball Super way after the original Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. So the process of refining and concentrating energies into higher forms of alchemy. Whenever he concentrates his own personal physical vitality, his Genki, into Chi, he is concentrating his energy, like Yamcha states here, and this would be implemented and used in a way more blatant way in Dragon Ball Super through Super Saiyan Blue. The process that Whis describes to Goku and Vegeta in order to help them attain God Chi is essentially the process of Taoist internal alchemy, and that's the reason that process of concentrating their energy is what causes them to become gods, because that process is what defines a god in Chinese mythology. And that can tell you a lot about why the gods exist in Dragon Ball, how they exist, and how they come to be. With the revelations recently given in Dragon Ball Daima, the demon realm not knowing anything of Ki or Chi's existence, where he is learning through martial arts to cultivate his chi and become more powerful and to balance his spirit, essentially shows us that the god hierarchy in Dragon Ball is the result of all of these entities, these figures, practicing martial arts and eventually become gods. And in that sense, we are seeing Goku go through this same process that created all of these deities before and becoming a unique godly being in his own right. So the process that we've seen Goku go through on Earth is essentially a unique version of the process that births gods in Dragon Ball's cosmology as a whole. The training that Goku went through as a martial artist on Earth is essentially the training necessary in Dragon Ball for all of these beings who are considered deities and gods to become deities and gods in Dragon Ball. This is why all of the gods themselves are martial artists, because martial arts implements these ancient techniques and concepts in order to cultivate this form of energy that gives all of these beings the physical strength that they have, as well as all the supernatural seeming abilities that they use in combat all the time. So essentially, not only is Goku going through a process very similar to how the gods themselves are developed, which eventually led to him becoming a god himself, this is also the process that all the other gods are expected to go through in order to become gods and attain these incredible abilities. And so each individual master that Goku...
So technically, there's still a hope for a Master Roshi, UI, and Krillin. You see what I'm saying? Anybody can get these powers out here. You got to put in that work, though. You see what I'm saying? If you ain't willing to put in the work, you ain't going to get it no way. But y'all are. Y'all like to sit around and play around, but hell, that's not how we get down. It's Super Saturdays in this bitch. We up every Saturday morning while these other haters is asleep. Then they going to leave comments all stealing content. You damn right I'm stealing, motherfucker. Hell, I'm out here getting active. You can sit on the sidelines hating because that's what haters do. Had a video hit
Goku has
20K
had
views
throughout the
last
series
night.
has had a vital role in helping Goku cultivate his chi. Now, I know I spoke a lot about Roshi's role in all this, but all of Goku's masters were extremely important in this process. Korin taught Goku the value of breath work, and breathing is sort of seen as the pump for chi throughout your body. Proper breathing exercises help you cultivate your personal Genki vital energy into ki. And that's the reason that Korin is centered more around the section of Goku's training where he is more effectively able to channel his Genki into Ki. Goku did learn a bit about channeling his Genki into Ki via the Kamehameha, the technique that he learned from Master Roshi, but here it's more about cultivating it within your body in order to create more strength. Breathwork also feeds into the concept of meditation